The new Outlander prequel, Blood of My Blood, is quickly proving itself to be far more than just a spin-off. With its first 2 episodes already out, the series is drawing praise for matching the epic scope, emotional resonance, and rich period detail of Outlander itself. Set across 2 distinct timelines and locations, Scotland in the 1710s and England during World War I, the show explores 2 parallel love stories that are destined to shape the future of the Fraser family. Episode 3 promises to deepen both narratives, bringing higher stakes, romantic tension, and the looming shadow of political and personal turmoil. One of the most compelling aspects of Blood of My Blood is its dual storytelling structure. In Scotland, the focus is on 18-year-old Ellen McKenzie, a young woman navigating the treacherous waters of clan politics under the watchful eye of her father, Jacob McKenzie, the clan chief. Ellen's story is set in the raw, untamed Highlands, where alliances are as fragile as they are vital, and marriage is often more about political advantage than personal happiness. Meanwhile, in England during the First World War, the spotlight shifts to Julia Morrison, a strong and compassionate nurse working in a field hospital. Julia is Claire Fraser's mother, and through her, viewers get a glimpse into the origins of the resilience, wit, and determination that Claire would one day embody. Julia's days are spent treating the wounded, navigating shortages of supplies, and making impossible choices in the face of overwhelming suffering. Episode 3 will continue to weave these 2 worlds together, drawing thematic parallels between the women's experiences. While separated by 2 centuries, Ellen and Julia both face the harsh realities of love, sacrifice, and survival in times of conflict. In Scotland, Ellen McKenzie is at the center of a brewing political storm. Her father, Chief Jacob McKenzie, is determined to secure the clan's future through a marriage alliance with Malcolm Grant. On paper, the match is a logical one. Malcolm holds significant power, and a union would create a formidable political bloc. But for Ellen, the thought of marrying Malcolm is stifling. She values her independence and dreams of a marriage built on love, not obligation. The complication? Brian Fraser. From their first meeting, Ellen and Brian have shared an undeniable spark, one that only grows stronger with each encounter. By the end of episode 2, their chemistry is impossible to ignore, and it's clear that their connection threatens to upend the carefully laid plans of their families. Episode 3 is expected to push Ellen closer to a decisive choice. The trailer teases stolen glances and whispered conversations between Ellen and Brian, set against the backdrop of tense clan meetings and watchful family members. But the stakes are deadly serious. Pursuing a relationship with Brian could ignite a feud between the Mackenzie and Fraser clans, plunging the Highlands into chaos. The Blood of My Blood writers are clearly committed to capturing the political intricacies of 18th century Scotland. Episode 3 will further explore the fragile alliances between clans, the constant undercurrent of distrust, and the way personal relationships can alter the course of history. Jacob Mackenzie's maneuvering to secure his clan's future is more than just a subplot. It's a window into the high-stakes power games of the time. Malcolm Grant, while less emotionally compelling than Brian, is not a villain. His marriage proposal is strategic and, from his perspective, entirely reasonable. The tension lies in the fact that what's best for the clan politically may be exactly what's worst for Ellen personally. This dynamic will likely be a focal point in episode 3, as Ellen struggles to balance duty and desire. In the parallel storyline, Julia Morrison's challenges are no less daunting. Working in a World War I field hospital means living in a constant state of urgency. The trailer for episode 3 shows scenes of chaos, stretchers rushing through muddy courtyards, nurses shouting over the roar of artillery fire, and Julia herself making split-second decisions to save lives. Her personal story begins to take shape in this episode as well. While much of her focus is on her work, there are hints of a burgeoning romance with a fellow doctor or soldier. This love story, while quieter than Ellen and Brian's fiery attraction, carries its own poignancy. In a world where tomorrow is never guaranteed, moments of connection are all the more precious. Thematically, Julia's story mirrors Ellen's in its exploration of love under pressure. Both women must decide how much they're willing to risk for matters of the heart, and both face the possibility of devastating loss. Episode 2's fallout. The events of Episode 2 have set the stage for significant developments in Episode 3. Ellen and Brian's deepening bond did not go unnoticed. Rumors are already beginning to spread among the clans. For Ellen, this means increased scrutiny from her family, particularly from her father, who cannot afford to let personal feelings jeopardize political stability. In England, Julia's tireless work at the hospital is beginning to take a toll. Exhaustion, the emotional weight of constant casualties, and the ever-present danger of disease are wearing her down. The trailer hints at a scene where Julia faces a moral dilemma, likely involving a soldier whose life hangs in the balance, but whose recovery could have broader implications for the war effort. If the first 2 episodes are any indication, Blood of My Blood is committed to delivering a rich, layered narrative that rewards attentive viewers. Episode 3 looks to be a pivotal installment, one that will likely set both love stories on a collision course with tragedy or triumph. In Scotland, Ellen's growing defiance could either inspire her family or alienate them entirely. In England, Julia's resilience will be tested as the war grinds on, and her personal life becomes more complicated. The dual narratives not only offer contrast in tone and setting but also create a powerful resonance, the struggles of one woman echoing across time to another. With its lush cinematography, strong performances, and emotional storytelling, Blood of My Blood is proving to be a worthy companion to Outlander. Episode 3, with its promise of heightened stakes and deepening relationships, might just be the moment the prequel steps out from the shadow of its predecessor and claims its own place in the hearts of fans. When the episode airs, viewers will be watching not just to see what happens next, but to feel the emotional impact of choices made in 2 very different worlds, and to witness how those choices will shape the legacy of the Fraser name for generations to come. What do you guys think about this subject? I welcome your thoughts in the comments. For more such videos, you can subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, and like our video. See you again. Goodbye.